Hey, it's Kristen. I've been trying to do this YouTube thing for so long, and I've been trying to figure out uh exactly what I really wanted to do, and more I've been really inspired by other creators, independent music artists, and all kinds of other stuff. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like above all, right now, what we need is people to use their First Amendment right before it's completely taken away from us. I mean, it seems like a lot of people use it, but sometimes for the wrong reasons. A lot of people are using it to take away other people's voice, other people's rights. And you know what? I don't want to be part of that. And by not using my voice, I'm kind of hiding and scared. And don't get me wrong, I this makes me very nervous, and I've tried making videos in the past, and I mean it was fun, and I played around with editing a little bit. I mean, I'm not a super editor or anything. I took some classes back in the day, but that was that was on Apple computers. I'm on a PC, so I am definitely not in a place where I can afford to. Plus, that was like 20 years ago or something, so I'm sure a thing or two has changed. Anyway, as you can tell, a lot of my videos will probably be very basic. Maybe not the best lighting. I do have a webcam with a ring light, but I'm kind of allergic to lighting, so that's a joke. I mean, but literally, most of the time, if I can be in the dark, keep the lights off, I'm gonna have the lights off in the room because I just don't see the point in having lights, lit up the whole place. That being said, usually if I make videos, hopefully I'll have a natural light or something. That being said, it's almost 11 o'clock at night. Anyway, basically, I want to do kind of a little intro because I've been trying to do this a million times, and I always freak out and then say I'll try again later, and then every time I go try, I start panicking. So, I don't know. I guess I just want to be real, and real to me is, I feel, I mean, maybe at times sharing my opinions and thoughts because there's a lot going on in the world, especially our country. Well, everywhere, but uh, I obviously have a lot of opinions about what's going on that I can see day to day if I watch YouTube or TV. Although I don't really watch TV. I I don't even have like cable anymore. But yeah. Uh, Mainly I want to do some like music reactions. Uh, there's one little snag there. The artist I'm really wanting to do reactions to is actually the number one is Tom McDonald, and I've kind of heard and seen pretty much anything he's put out. So I feel like what how I might handle this is I still feel like I want to do something kind of because as an artist and someone with a message, he is very important to me. And while I'm nobody, I doubt, I'm not exactly gonna bring anything else to him that he doesn't, his fan base that he doesn't already have. I mean, let's be real. But I mean, I know people who don't know who he is, and if people I know watch my videos and get exposed to him and maybe like him, like his message, then hey, that's cool. And if some people see me and think, well, if this person likes him, maybe he's a cool dude. I mean, I'm not flattering myself because yeah, I'm nobody. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like, I'm, I don't know, I don't know. But yeah, so that's a big thing I want to do is I feel like if the songs I've already heard, seen the videos, everything, I feel like I might want to do like reviews, kind of. Maybe even if maybe even like discussions about how I feel and why I like it, why I like the message, what I agree with, and everything. Because there isn't a whole lot that like I'll keep with the Atomic Dharma example. There's not a whole lot that I hear in his songs and say, "What's he talking about?" I mean, I think that people have two reactions to him. They either hate him or they love him. I'm definitely in the love him category, so I think you could probably draw your own conclusions there. Um, I love that he's so like independent minded. Like he doesn't care what people think, and I mean, of course, I think we all care to a point, and I think he's definitely shown that, I think at very, very, very deep level, of course, somewhere in him there is an F to give. But at the same time, I feel like there's a difference between not caring at all and not letting it affect you and not letting it change who you are. And I think that's the thing. He's not going to let anybody change him. I don't think, just because they say, oh, I don't agree with you. He's going to say, F you, I don't care, and I gotta say, I kind of aspire to that uh, cause I grew up bullied myself, and I'm getting a strong message from his music. A strong feeling from his music and direct songs, where he talks about experiencing that himself, and I can really relate to that. And it's like, you know what? If him and all these other people out there, even just minor YouTubers, can, you know, can also put themselves out there, why can't I? I mean, I might not be nothing special, but I mean, how am I any less than any of these random other YouTubers? I mean, I watch a lot of YouTubers. It's like, why am I scared to do it when they're putting themselves out like this? And yeah, part of it is the comment sections. I mean, let's be real. I know what's coming, but you know what? What's the worst anyone could say? Let's just say that I don't think you could say anything that I haven't either heard before or thought about myself or thought worse about myself or done to myself. So, basically, this is a quick intro, not very like thorough because it's getting pretty long. I mean, about 10 minutes almost, and I could go on for a very long time, but this is kind of a practice run and an intro saying, I feel like I am ready to try to start doing this again. And where my head is, I mean, I'm scattered brained, but yeah. And we're coming up on a year since I lost my dad. That'll be in 13 days. And it's still it obviously hurts, and I feel like the more time that goes by, the closer it gets to that day, the more I'm coming apart, and the more out of control I'm feeling in my head, and the more lonely. And I feel like maybe this is the distraction I need. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've wanted to entertain in some way for pretty much my whole life. My dream was always to be a singer, and I kind of got a little taste of that when my dad uh, told me, first I did a 2 song demo. I don't write songs. I would like to at some point maybe. I've tried playing around with that before. I'm really not good, to be honest, straight up. But yeah, I did a 2 song demo in about 2006. My mom brought me to Nashville. I did a little showcase that, yeah, we paid for. So basically, we paid for me to be in a showcase that, but it was experience, and it was probably closer to, you know, performing in Nashville than most people ever do. I mean, let's be real. And I did it 2 years in a row, and, back in the early, mid 2000s, And, and after that 2 song, I think it was 2 song demo I did, my dad, as soon as he heard it, he said, I'm literally about to cry, and I'm not like faking it. I mean, I know a lot of people say that, but I really am starting to feel choked up. But as soon as my dad heard it, he said that next year, that following year, he wanted me to do a whole album. And he had a business at the time that was pretty successful. It was just him. He was a plumber, very hard worker. And I feel like he knew I had a dream. And he knew, I loved singing. And we had a way for me to get tracks and, and a producer to record an album. And after he heard my first few tracks that I had done, he said, he wanted me to do a whole album. In hindsight, I feel like that was more for him than anything. And I mean, don't get me wrong, my mom, who died in 2010, she loved it too, but my dad, I feel like that was definitely, in a way, I feel like that was more for him. I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way, because I appreciate it more than anything, but I was never going anywhere. I would give anything to be able to go back and make him prouder. I feel like he was proud, but I didn't know at the time that you could do this, like, independently, and that's why lately I've been getting so, like, moved by these independent artists, like Tom MacDonald and Upchurch, because they built something, in each their own rights, completely by themselves from nothing. And I wish I would have known that was an option. I mean, am I gonna think in any way that I could have done it that good? No, not in a million years. First of all, again, not a songwriter here. I've tried to do that, and I'd still like to at some point, because I mean, I'm not a dummy. Like, it's not that I'm lacking of ability or emotion, obviously. I just, I haven't been, guess I could say I have never really found that drive or inspiration. And, maybe, or the focus. Maybe it's the focus because, I mean, I'm sure I have things. I don't have a whole lot of life experiences, even for my age, but I feel like I probably do have something to say. And at this point in my life, I'm just like, you know what? I have a camera. Might not be the best thing. It might be a Walmart brand webcam with a light on it. But I have a voice, and maybe I can, if I could just express anything, is that live your dreams before it's too late. Because sometimes I feel like I missed so many opportunities because I was scared. Because I was told, that nobody would accept me. That I just wouldn't make it because I'm not like the other people or the other artists. So I kind of gave up. And that's kind of dead for me. But if others, come across that opportunity, please just, screw them. If you have a chance to go somewhere, do it. Just screw them. Totally. And I don't know. I would do something, and even if it's not directly with music myself, if I can hear music and appreciate it and hopefully have a platform where I can tell other people about other people's music that they might not have heard of before, that would probably be maybe in some ways better than doing it myself. I mean, maybe a little less pressure. Although this YouTube thing, yeah, I think it's a lot of pressure in itself. So I don't know that it's necessarily, I think a different kind of pressure. But but yeah, this is probably really scattered and almost 20 minutes. So I guess I will end this and force myself to upload it. Hopefully I could have a more, a better video at some point, But this is just kind of like a quick intro, and I kind of to make myself do something because I've been putting it off for so long, terrified to do it. And if it makes me get hate comments like, "Oh, you're such an idiot," or maybe maybe somebody is like, I can relate to that in one way or another, just the emotion, because I'm actually a little surprised that I just started crying on camera because I really like. It's not something I planned. I mean, I should have known that if I talked about my dad, that would happen. Anyway, I don't expect you to like and subscribe. This is just so much random. But if you want to like, subscribe for the future, that would be great. And I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this to my brand new channel that I created or my old one, which has my music on it. But if it does, then feel free to like, subscribe for that, because I do have some of my songs from my album on my channel. And hey, better late than never. It'd be cool if you heard something I did a long time ago and maybe enjoy it. Anyway, talk to you soon. Bye.